Was bist du jetzt kuschelig, Evi? Du zeigst dich von deiner besten Seite, Evi.
In unserer nächsten Folge am 28. Dezember werden wir mehr erfahren über den Hof Butenland, wo Menschen und Tiere harmonisch und glücklich auf 40 Hektar Land miteinander leben. Um mehr zu erfahren über Hof Butenland und seine liebenswerten tierlichen Bewohner, besuchen Sie bitte www.stiftung-für-tierschutz.de. Freundliche Zuschauer, wir danken Ihnen für Ihre Gegenwart heute bei Vegetarismus, die edle Lebensweise. Gleich folgt zwischen Meisterinnen und Schülern, hier auf Supreme Master Television. Mögen Licht und Liebe Ihre Feiertage schmücken. Gracious viewers, we thank you for your presence on today's Vegetarianism, the Noble Way of Living. Coming up next is Between Master and Disciples, here on Supreme Master Television. May light and love adorn your holiday season.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/VEG.
True repentance is not just to know our mistakes, nor is it to say that we won't make the same mistakes again. It is to correct what we do it well, and do it better. Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Devastating 7.0 magnitude
worst drought in half a century.
Massive floods, the worst in the nation's history.
Supercyclonic storms.
Unprecedented summer heat wave.
Extreme cold and snowstorms in India, North Europe, North America.
With the effects of climate change, including the observation of the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration that 2010 is thus far the world's hottest year on record, international scientists have been forecasting increased intensity and frequency of extreme weather events and other disasters due to global warming.
The year 2009 tied for the second warmest year and marked the hottest decade ever, and experts are now saying that without effective and rapid mitigation of global warming, disasters may become even more catastrophic in scale and number than the ones seen over the past 10 years.
According to researchers at Georgia Institute of Technology USA, destructive Category 4 and the maximum 5 hurricanes doubled in number over 35 years. Their intensity also doubled since the 1970s.
The percentage of Earth's land area gripped by severe drought more than doubled from the 1970s to the early 2000s. 1999 to 2005. Kenya, 2005. Worst drought in half a century. 2.7 million people dependent on food aid. Resulting violence kills 90 and displaces 2,000 villagers.
Malawi, 2005. Drought renders 4.2 million people, or 34% of the population, unable to meet their food needs. 46,000 children severely malnourished.
Southern United States, 2005. Hurricane Katrina submerged 80% of New Orleans, Louisiana, with 1,836 lives lost and 1.5 million displaced, including 163,000 children. Costliest disaster in U.S. history.
Indian Ocean countries. 9.1 magnitude earthquake triggers massive tsunami, instantly causing death to hundreds of thousands of people across 14 countries, with 230,000 total perished. One of the most lethal natural disasters in recorded history, with structures still being rebuilt today.
India, Nepal and Bangladesh, 2004. Floods kill 1,800 people, rendering 5 million homeless. A quarter of Bangladesh's total population is affected, with extensive damage to crops.
Dominican Republic and Haiti, 2004. Floods and mudslides result in over 2,000 fatalities.
Sudan, Iran, 2003. 6.6 magnitude earthquake results in 26,271 fatalities and 30,000 more injured. Worst disaster in Iran's history.
Europe, 2003. Unprecedented summer heat wave causes 40,000 people to perish across France, Germany, Spain, Italy, the United Kingdom, the Netherlands, Portugal, and Belgium. The hottest European summer in 500 years. The all-time maximum temperature was recorded in the United Kingdom. June was Switzerland's hottest month ever in its 250-year record history.
Sudan, 2003. Water scarcity-driven conflict causes 400,000 fatalities and 2.5 million displaced in Darfur. Considered world's first climate change-driven conflict caused in part by explosive growth in Sudan's livestock population.
Gujarat, India, 2001. Magnitude 7.9 earthquake leaves 20,000 people killed, 167,000 injured, and 600,000 homeless. Cost $5.5 billion in property damage.
Colorado River System, USA, 1999 to 2010. Drought causes nearly 50% reduction of river system's two largest reservoirs from 1999 to 2010. 2006, United States and Canada. West Nile virus, never seen on this continent until 1999, infects more than 21,000 people and kills more than 800.
Horn of Africa and parts of Kenya. Famine affects 11 million people, worsened by food going to increased livestock populations and unsustainable grazing practices, as well as drought.
2007, Bangladesh. Super cyclonic storm Sidr claims up to 10,000 lives and displaces over 2 million people.
Syria. In the worst drought since farming began many millennia ago, over 200,000 rural residents are forced to leave their village homes. Food security of 1.3 million people continues to be threatened. 2008. Sichuan, China. 8.0 magnitude earthquake kills 169,197 people and rendered 4.8 million homeless.
China and Philippines. Typhoon Tangshen causes 1,354 to perish.
Myanmar. Over 138,000 people succumb to Cyclone Nargis, the 8th deadliest and most costly cyclone in the North Indian Ocean Basin. 2009. Typhoon Morakot in Formosa or Taiwan. Japan, Philippines, China, South Korea. 789 lives lost, including 700 in Formosa or Taiwan.
Australia. Heatwave and Black Saturday bushfires kills 173 as the deadliest in Australian history, with 414 injured and 7,562 displaced, more than 2,000 homes destroyed.
2010. Russia. Record-breaking heatwave and over 30,000 fires cost the lives of thousands of people as deaths in Moscow doubled to 700 per day. Residents wore masks against thick smoke and smog with carbon monoxide and other air pollution levels more than 6 times higher than safe limits. Fires threatened a radioactive cloud release from the Chernobyl former nuclear site.
China. Nationwide floods and landslides leave 3,185 killed, 1,060 missing, 12 million homeless and 230 million affected. 16.5 million hectares of crops damaged or destroyed. Economic losses $51.4 billion. Floods across China increased sevenfold since the 1950s.
Pakistan. Massive floods, the worst in nation's history, result in over 2,000 fatalities, more than 20 million injured or homeless. 1/5 of country underwater. Economic damages of $43 billion. Acute diarrhea, skin disease, malaria, and respiratory infections afflict hundreds of thousands, especially children.
Dengue fever. 393,663 cases. 35,783 fatalities counted so far in 2010 across Brazil, Malaysia, the Philippines, Honduras, Thailand, Yemen, Sri Lanka and Olac or Vietnam. Dengue is now endemic in over 100 countries. The number of countries with dengue hemorrhagic fever epidemics quadrupled in the 3 decades leading up to 1995.
China. Qinghai Province, 7.1 magnitude quake kills 2,698 people, with 270 missing and over 12,000 injured.
Niger, Chad, amidst drought, millions facing hunger.
Iceland, Eyjafjallajökull volcanic eruption grounds 10 million air travelers, cost $1.7 billion in losses to airline industry.
Chile, 8.8 magnitude quake causes 720 fatalities, 2 million affected. Tsunami warnings triggered in 53 countries. This temper changed the Earth's axis and shortened time in each day.
Haiti, devastating 7.0 magnitude quake costs 230,000 lives and leaves 2.1 million homeless, with $14 billion in economic damage.
Extreme cold and snowstorms in India, Northern Europe, North America and South America. Over 1,375 perished.
What are we waiting for? Supreme Master Qinghai. Be veg, go green to save the planet.
For more urgent details, please see www.suprememastertv.com/SOS.